We last left off in the Era of Dreams. The crew has continuously made their way through overgrowth Alps, and they have found interesting details in history about the island. Well, they've uncovered history within the island, and now we currently leave the rest of the crew in a tunnel where the stone structure, giant stone slabs are pretty much being opened one by one by one as pretty much we see Hartman, Pierre, Opal, uh, Natalie, and Teddy, and Nola, or yeah, they would know who she is.
Okay.
Well, has she introduced herself to everyone?
I don't know. You have.
I don't think she has.
Okay.
She hasn't.
So then nobody, they wouldn't know her name. Period. So anyways.
Well, okay. So Pierre knows her name, and I know Natalie knows her name.
That's it.
Yup.
That's it.
That's it. Anyways, so we lie, and now we're gonna leave off from there. What do you guys? as you guys are going down this corridor, Opal, you wake up and and you realize that Natalie is carrying you, but then Natalie, noticing you, you woke up, she puts you down as you pretty much start walking on your own.
Can I say that Nala is walking up at the front with, like, running her hands along the wall of this hall?
Does she speak Braille?
Wait. The stone structures that already opened the path, or that's currently still sliding?
Well, I just mean, like, the wall as she was walking down the hall.
Okay.
That had opened up. She's, like, running her hand along the wall to feel the rocks and stuff.
Okay, cool. So, as you do this, you guys are just casually walking down. Hartman, you notice Opal is wide awake now. She's not sleeping anymore, or passed out.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Good morning, I guess.
Opal awkwardly gestures to Rich. Morning.
Opal, you realize you're currently in a random corridor within a stone cave like setting, and these giant stone walls are just sliding open like a sliding door as you guys are continuously going down.
And there's a Neko cat girl walking ahead of you.
I ignore the Neko cat girl and sort of look around. Is she, like, standing still enough that I could scan her with my thing?
No, she's walking.
Damn.
She's walking quickly, actually. She's, like, fast
damn.
walking.
Okay, well then, yeah, no, she straight up ignores her and is just walking beside Rich and looks up at him and says, so, where's the fuck are we?
No clue. Zero idea.
You are very useful as a captain.
Nala's gonna say we're inside of a volcano.
A volcano?
Basically, yeah.
Please make me a deception check.
I thought it was a volcano because there's the lava.
Am I making a deception check?
Wait, never mind. Never mind. Then I thought that was like a deception. Okay, no.
No.
Pierre's here, right?
Yeah, Pierre's there.
Okay.
I don't even respond to the Neko girl. I just continue. She at this point is not believing that this girl is human and thinks she's some sort of weird walking, talking Pokemon and is treating her as such.
Pokemon don't exist in my
creature,
world.
by the way.
A capsule
Whatever.
creature.
It's an encapsule creature. So she's gonna just continue walking and is like, is Pierre there?
Yeah, Pierre
Yeah.
food is there.
Yeah.
She's gonna walk up to him and say, "So what's going on? Why are we in the lava hole of the earth?"
Well, basically, we think there's more clues to the transdimensional train down here, and we're looking to see if there is anything.
Nola's gonna be like, history! She's gonna point ahead and keep walking.
I like trains.
Suddenly a train burst.
There was
through the opening.
there was a recipe down here, and we made it, and these stone slabs opened up. So we're trying to see what else is in this cave, if anything.
So food opened up a hole in the earth. I would be quite suspicious of that dish.
I am more suspicious of it, but it was quite delectable, to be honest.
Nola's gonna
still doesn't
stop.
defeat the purpose that
And
it
Nola's
opens
actually gonna
a
like
hole.
do a full stop when he says it was delicious, and she's gonna turn and she's gonna be like, "Did you finish it? Did you finish cooking?" Is what she's asking.
I
She
thought
hasn't
Yeah,
gotten
but-
any yet. Yeah.
She did.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, it's big.
I thought
Yeah,
that she
you
was
didn't eat
drawing
it.
and
This
he
was-
was just
I
finishing
don't
up.
remember this.
Yeah, everybody.
Didn't you put out a plate for her and she didn't eat it?
It was
Yeah.
a bowl, first of all.
Well, she's
Whatever.
still gonna
It's true.
she's still gonna say that because she hadn't like registered that. So she's still gonna ask that.
Can't you smell it? It's all the way back there.
As
Fuck.
he points, it's like 200 feet away from the entrance.
She's gonna she looks really sad now. She's just kind of pouting a bit and looking back, and then she's gonna shake her head and be like, "History." And she's gonna keep walking again.
You can have some when we leave, I guess.
As the stone sliding is continuing onwards, the floor as it's currently stone, and this area kind of has this kind of this the temperature is relatively cool and whatnot, because it's it's a long ass fucking corridor. You guys are continuing walking, and as you guys are walking, the floor below you is slowly transitioning from stone to more wooden structure. However, as anybody with a brain can realize that this
That's debatable that everybody in this party has a brain.
basically. So as you guys are walking, and you're noticing that this stark transition of the floor going from stone to completely wood. You guys notice that the wood is very old, and it's not rotting per se, because of the fact that you guys also notice that from the light that Pierre is producing at the moment.
Wait, sorry, give me a second. I'm so sorry.
You guys notice that the wood is very glossy. However, there's a lot of dust as the doors are sliding open, the stone slides are pretty much opening. You guys are continuing onwards. However, we're gonna wait, give me a sec. So as you guys are continuing onwards, the transition is basically there, and after like 50 feet inwards more, so now it's pretty much like 250 feet away from the entrance. The ground pretty much is now a wooden floor. You guys are
Ooh,
You guys are
says Nola.
You guys are walking and walking, and as you walk, the final slide opens as you guys are greeted to what it appears to be. Well, the wood. There's basically wooden ground, and the floor is wood, and the final stone slide opens. As the final stone slide opens, you guys are greeted to a mine shaft.
Okay.
Huh?
and as you guys are greeted to a mine shaft, you guys see that there's been probably some activity in the past before, as you guys notice the mining equipment to your left, placed up against a stone wall, well, stone carving, or stone like cave, I guess, stone cave of a wall or some shit. And as you guys basically notice the mining equipment and whatnot, the floor is still wooden for some strange reason. However, actually, what's everyone's passive perception?
19.
18.
30.
And
22.
and everybody's formation,
17.
pretty much Pierre, Nola, Teddy are and Natalie are at the front. Or like well, Natalie is in the middle, and then towards the back area is Rich and Opal. As you guys are walking, suddenly the floor beneath you, Rich C, Hartman, and Opal, slides open as you guys suddenly just start falling.
Ah, well, Opal is going to scream very loudly.
And immediately it closes in as
Oh, well, great.
as all of you turn around and hear the noise.
Cool.
Alright.
Nice.
Pierre, Nola, Teddy, and Natalie, you guys see that Hartman and Opal are nowhere to be seen.
And I'm going to slowly creep over, right? And a little bit worried about watching. Well, a lot bit worried, but still careful. Is gonna check the area out around them. I'm gonna increase the fire a little so I can get a better view. What can I?
Nella's going to explore the mine shaft carefully.
Okay. Pierre, absolutely nothing. All you see is just the wooden floorboards that you guys were currently walking on. However, before the sudden commotion, all you heard was a faint scream from Opal.
There might be a creature in here, and what's the floor beneath them like? It's just normal.
It looks exactly normal. There's no displacement. There's no indicator that this leads to a hatchet sort of deal. It's absolutely absolutely blended in perfectly. So you don't even know where they actually dropped.
I'm gonna look around. Hold on. Well, I'm gonna look around the general area to see if there's any other things like that, or if there's any footprints of some creature or whatever with some kind of ability. If that makes sense.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna look around for any I'm gonna look around the general area around it to see if there's any other hatches or anything like that there, or any footprints.
Make me investigation check.
There's no. Okay. Oh.
Ooh.
It was. You can assume that it was. So you're looking for any footprints, any indications or.
Yes.
Of that specific general area that Hartman was generally last seen at, or just the entirety of the mine, or what's up?
Within the general area of where they were.
Okay.
Maybe within the surrounding 10 meters.
You kind of knock on all of the wood.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice that you notice a couple of things. The wood that this thing is created is known as atom wood. It is probably the hardest wooden material that you could ever work with. It is so hard. It's hard as adamantium, some people might say. And you can from your I guess investigation, you can tell that they fell through something. So it was like a trapdoor that activated. However,
Wait, how can I tell that that's what happened?
You notice you hear like as you're kind of knocking, certain areas kind of have a different like pitch, and you just pretty much use the pitch to solidify your conclusion.
Okay.
And pretty much, however, the one thing that's odd is Natalie pretty much states that the nothing is hollow below. Everything is like all filled up. There's it's solid ground. And that's what she relays
How are
the
the
information.
pitches different? Trying to rub my head, and I'm gonna call out to everyone else that's still here. Like, listen, everyone. We need to stay calm and stay together.
Nola's already gone.
As you see,
Already left.
as you notice that there's another person that's already missing.
Oh god, we're dropping like flies.
I'm gonna
Nola's
I'm gonna
like,
go on a hunch and say that she just went off on her own. The other one streamed when they were taken. If she was taken, she logically would have done so as well.
I'm gonna
she's
jump
just
and
going
whack
to
myself
call
over
back
there.
from the dark and be like, "I'm fine. Don't worry about me."
I can hear it now, a monster!
She rolls her eyes and keeps walking away and investigating the
Okay.
mine shaft.
And is all that's with me is Teddy?
Yeah, Nat.
Teddy and Nat. Alright. I'm gonna I'm around Teddy. I'm like, okay, this is the one time I don't need you to be doing fuck shit, okay? We gotta find our captain.
I'm
And an
always
navigator.
focused.
He's always focused.
Listen, whatever the hell you pulled out of your ass during our fight is what I would need now.
Yeah, I can totally do that. On command. Anytime.
Perfect. The first thing Pierre's gonna look at is the the mining tools that you mentioned. What kind of tools are they?
The mining tools that you see is like pretty much your classic pick. You also notice like a gem that that you don't know what it is. Well, for now, unless you investigate it, and yeah, you see like
Pick
Can
on the gem.
can Nola have picked up that gem?
well, you said you were going into the mine.
Yeah.
Oh, so was that just like in the area that they were in?
Yeah, that
Because
yeah.
like, I was thinking that if she saw something like that, she'd just pick it up and pocket it.
Oh, well,
'Cause she would assume it's valuable and she could use that for bartering or
but you didn't.
selling. I didn't realize there was going to be anything around,
You
so
didn't ask, boy.
I should have asked. Yeah.
You should have
Is
asked,
there anything
boy.
interesting around?
Well, you're in the mine now, so wait, so give me
So
a
we
second.
back in the
Okay,
mine.
okay.
All right,
Anyways.
so basically you see a gem that you don't know what the fuck it does. Well,
Alright.
unless you
Can I
inspect
attempt to appraise it?
it. You're gonna praise it.
Appraise it.
Oh wait, I don't understand that definition. Please.
I'm gonna try and tell what the fuck this thing is.
Okay.
I'm gonna just look at it closely, see if it relates to anything I know before, and want to ask. I'm also gonna ask Teddy. Do you have any idea about this thing?
Hmm.
Roll,
I'm not sure what this would be.
Teddy, roll me a quick history check.
Sorry.
Oh, pfft.
Big brain. Big
Okay,
brain.
so Teddy, you know what exactly this thing is. Basically, whenever the lights would go out in your house, occasionally whenever the lights would go out, within your town and whatnot, occasionally, like as a backup, you would use this specific specific gem to light up your room, so that so that it doesn't pretty much so that you're able to see and whatnot. However, it does have a shelf life, and the shelf life is pretty much an entire year. However, before it fully goes out. However, as you can see, this thing is pretty much out. Like it's useless.
Ooh, a candle gem. And I'm gonna pluck it out of his hands. I love these things.
Ah, I see. And so they're using so they're still using pickaxes at this point. Are any drill bits or more advanced mining technology
No.
out yet? Okay. By how old the material itself looks and by the design of the pit, can I try and get?
Yeah, roll me that investigation check, buddy.
Oh my god! Dude, my dice are rigged! My dice are rigged!
This is
What the fuck?
This is the real life.
you can
Is this just a fantasy?
you
Caught
notice
in a last
You're gonna die.
line, no
That's just-
escape from
No
reality.
You're gonna
Okay,
be
okay,
punished by
okay,
God
so-
for
so-
cheating.
okay. So basically, you notice that this pickaxe is exactly. Ma'am, please be quiet. Okay, so you notice that the pickaxe is generally 1,200 years old.
Oh my. Wait. Does my character know about the vacant thing?
No,
Okay.
no one would know about it.
Okay. And like upon sight of this, I'm surprised this didn't crumble into dust upon touching it.
You'd also notice that the wood is made
Wait.
of atom wood,
And you said wait, how many years? 1021?
or 1,200.
1,200 years old. Okay. I'll tell Teddy, like, this is some old ass shit, as in about 1,200 years. I'm not sure. Well, it is using atom wood, so I guess that's how it survives. And what kind of metal is it?
You know, you inspect the metal, and it's just straight up iron.
Let's keep looking around. And is there anything else before I go, like, around the general area before I go deeper into the cave?
You
Something like that?
you look around, and what do you call it? On the besides like the stalagmites, or like wait, is it stalagmites or stalactites on the ceiling?
I'm pretty sure it's stalactites.
You see, besides the stalactites in the ceiling, nothing else actually.
Never mind, it's stalagmite.
Okay, besides the stalagmites, yeah, nothing else. As you notice that this mine, it's like there's wooden platforms that kind of hold it up together and stuff, and
Alright.
and it's just one direction that Nola is pretty much went in.
Alright, and I'll tell, like, Teddy, stay close and keep your wits about you.
As
As-
I'm
Nat
gonna wrap my arms around his waist and say, "Got it."
as Nat rolls her eyes, you guys continue onwards. Nola,
Wait,
you're-
can she? Can she roll her off?
She has eyes, you idiot.
she does have
But she's
eyes.
never seen that gesture before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she knows what rolling your eyes means.
Yeah. Basically,
Oh, blind puts
She's not stupid like some people are.
wow. Okay, so
I am the stupidity check for this crew. If you fall for the stories, you're an idiot, no matter how smart you are.
okay,
Doesn't
so
matter.
you guys continue onwards, and so Nola, you're walking down the cave, and then you notice that the cave, there's an intersection
Ew.
with 4 wooden pillars holding up each corner.
Can I inspect the pillars to see if there's any interesting writing on them?
Yeah, make me investigation check.
Okay. No. Did it not? Did it not?
Bruh.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so you investigate the pillars. However, you don't notice any writings. However, what you do notice is the material that it's made, and and how old it is. Your estimates, uh, this is like this is pretty much like this is on average it would be it would be pretty much like 1,000 years old.
Interesting.
Exact estimates, and it's surprising because it still hasn't crumbled and it's held up to this day, as the area is currently very very humid. Actually, not humid. It's very very dry atmosphere. It's very dusty. Actually, is Nulla allergic to dust?
Everyone is.
I don't think so, no.
Oh well, I guess she got good lungs then.
She's been exposed to dust like her whole life. I don't think she's allergic to dust.
I don't think that's how it works, because if you're
I don't-
allergic, if you,
If that was true, man, I'd be so happy.
I mean, yeah, honestly, because if I was exposed to dust when I was young,
I just don't think that she is.
all right, then never mind. You notice that the area is very very dusty, as you hear like the footsteps of Pierre and
Well, okay, so if it's really dusty and there's like dust floating around, and if you're like blown on with dust, of course you're gonna sneeze because dust is an irritant.
Nice.
Just saying.
Alrighty. So you hear the footsteps of Pierre and Teddy and that. And as they finally catch up to you guys,
She's going to be looking around to see if there's any more clues to figure out which way to go.
Three of the cardinal direction is all random. It goes into different paths that you
Okay.
have no idea. There's no labeling. It's just which cardinal direction you guys are gonna take.
Does any path look particularly interesting, or they all just kind of look the same?
The path in front of you, you notice that there's a lot of cobwebs, like an insane amount of cobwebs. Especially...
Okay, so the path that they just came down, she's going to take out some cloth or something, and she's going to like try to affix it to the wall so she knows where to go to get out.
Okay. That's actually pretty smart. All right.
She's a smart cookie.
Oh boy. So, as you see the tunnel in front of you, there's a lot of cobwebs on the walls, on the ceiling and whatnot. Presumably spiders. Spiders were there. Who knows?
She's gonna take out a big stick and walk to the front. She's gonna take a...
What?
She's gonna what?
I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm laughing.
Are you good?
I'm trying to. She's gonna wait for the rest of the group to walk up to her, and she's going to turn and be like, "Does anyone happen to own or possess a big stick or knife or something?
You're going to force an ass in that?
Does anyone have a big stick or knife or something?" That's what she's asking. Everyone.
As the rest of you guys catch up.
Yeah, after you guys catch up.
Teddy, do you have anything?
No. And I'm gonna put away my lollipop and my weapon.
So no one has anything long at all?
Is there like any branch? Is there any branches or anything I can take?
By the way,
off
you
floor?
also notice that this man, Teddy, his arms, like it's different. You notice that he has multiple forearms, and his arms are pretty much 15 feet long.
She's trying to ignore
Really,
that.
15 feet?
Whoa there.
Or 10.
Okay.
Wait, actually, I don't remember how long your arms were.
It's just I thought it was just an extra forearm.
Yeah, which would make it like not even, maybe 4 feet at the max.
Okay.
But not 15. Are you on crack?
Dude, you're actually playing Merkava,
Okay, so she's
bro.
gonna be like, okay, does anyone have any way to get rid of cobwebs?
Just set them on fire.
No, I don't want to burn down a support.
Then why are you trying to get rid of it?
Because I don't want to walk through cobwebs. Do you want to walk through cobwebs?
Do I know if atom wood is flammable?
You have no idea about that.
Wait, didn't Pierre grab a pick?
Did Pierre?
Yes.
Wait.
Really? Well, I didn't bring it with me. I was just looking. I was just inspecting it.
Okay.
Good
Awesome.
for nothing, Pierre, dude.
Okay, she's like, okay, does any of you have anything longer than a dagger?
Let me check my inventory. Oh. No, I want to bring that in the cooler. Oh. Yeah, no,
You know
that's
what? I
in the
got
cooler,
this.
never mind. What's
Get
up?
out of the way, Pierre. We're
Okay.
gonna shove him to the side,
you shove Pierre to the side.
and I'm gonna pull out New Reliable and load it full of nails.
Alright.
What are you doing?
Getting rid of the cobwebs. And then I
That's
fling
not
the
going to get rid of
nails.
cobwebs.
I'm gonna fling the nails at the cobwebs.
You're
as it,
stupid.
activates-
You
As
fling
it
the
activates its special ability and shotgun blasts the whole room with nails.
as you do, it shreds through the cobwebs.
Noah's going to
That's one way to get through it, I
backhand
guess.
your head. She's going to be like, that was a stupid idea.
Oh, I don't see you getting rid of cobwebs.
Yeah, but that was still a
Point one.
stupid idea. You could have hurt someone.
You did
Like
it.
who? I don't see anyone.
You could have hurt one of us if it went wrong.
I threw that way. You're standing this way. You don't
She's
make
going to roll her eyes and be like, you know what? Whatever.
Are
And
you
she's just
doubting
gonna-
the great Teddy Davis? He's
Would Noah have anything to, like, clear out cobwebs?
They're already gone.
he just did.
Yeah, a good portion of the cobwebs that was blocking the path pretty much got cleared up.
Okay. But there are still some.
Yeah, there are still some. Give me a sec. Okay, so as you guys are walking through,
hmm
who
Yeah, we could have just had Natalie make a rock.
You're right.
that too, but you guys didn't ask, so she didn't do it. She doesn't
Kind of
do it.
forgot.
So you guys are walking and you guys hear sounds.
It sounds like licking or shushing.
Is that licking, shishing, or sinuses?
It's it's just you don't know. That's the exact noise you guys hear,
All of the above.
Wait, with the shitty mic?
minus the shitty mic.
Well, I can't tell if that's literally licking or sinuses.
It's okay. You grit your teeth and you breathe in.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And
Well then, I'm gonna.
that's what you hear.
All right, then I'm gonna quickly like put myself in front of Noah and Teddy, and I tell them get back. As
Noah's
I
gonna be like, what?
Like, do you
I'm gonna
like?
immediately run as far behind him as I can. Got it!
Noah's gonna get on the wall.
Like, do you
He's gonna
hear
climb
that?
up on the wall. Here. Yeah? What is it? Do you know what it is?
No idea. Actually, can I? I'm gonna make some kind of check to see if I know any creature that fucking does that shit.
Animal handling.
Okay. I swear, if I did another nat 20, this is rigged. Okay, fair.
Can I make an animal handling check to see
No
if I know what
idea.
animal
Yeah.
this is as well? Okay,
Do it.
cool.
Pokemon song starts playing.
It's not Pokemon. It's
You don't know.
Okay, okay.
Pokemon song starts playing.
Ella's just kind of watching and looking a
Sounds
little
hungry.
alarmed. It sounds hungry. What? From that sound, how does it sound hungry? You don't even know what it is.
Kill it quickly!
We don't know where it is.
Don't kill it. Just gotta
And
find
where
out.
is it coming from? Well, what direction is this noise coming from?
It's just down. You guys are going down a straight path, way
Are
way
we
down.
all yelling animal handling?
So it is beneath
don't
and
have
ahead
to.
of us.
Ted, you know what this thing is. It's plagued it occasionally plagues your town here and there, but then the townspeople got good at getting rid of it. But you know, you still suck at it. You still suck at getting rid of it because you're Teddy. Anyways, you know for a fact that this is the sound of a very relatively large spider.
Oh god, it's a spider. It's a gigantic spider. I hate
Oh my
these
gosh, it's a
things.
gigantic spider. I've always wanted to see a gigantic spider.
And
I
I'm
want
like,
to draw
alright.
it.
And I'll tell everyone, be extra careful on the steps you take as you move forward.
Noah's on the ceiling at this point.
What?
She's
Oh,
climbed
wait.
up on the ceiling.
You're on the ceiling. Are you sure
Wait.
about that?
No, she's on the wall.
Are you sure about that?
No.
Cause
I mean, didn't she say that earlier?
Is there like spider webs on the wall?
yeah, I said that.
Okay, she's not gonna get on the wall. Okay, never mind.
I said that earlier. Cause
Never mind.
Yeah. So there's spider webs on the wall
Mhm.
and whatnot, but besides that, you guys, besides like the, what do you call it? Besides the noise and the
Mhm.
general idea that it is a spider, you guys don't know too much beyond that.
Okay. We should try and exterminate this threat as soon as we can.
Okay, you can do that. I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm not a fan of spiders. See you later. She's just gonna turn and walk off.
If you get yourself killed, that's your fault. As he'll like, Teddy, come here. Let's stay close together.
I'm gonna piggyback on him.
Okay.
As Nat's just like casually standing there.
I'm like, Nat, can you actually, with your tremor sense, can you feel ahead any traces of this? Then
She relays that there's 10 of these creatures ahead.
10 of them. Shit. Okay.
And Noah thinks to herself, "Nah, I'm really glad I didn't go that way
And
anymore."
and she also relays the information that these are just no ordinary spiders.
How big?
She informs you that the size okay, whose dog is that? Give me a sec. Let me like turn down the volume. Alright. So basically she informs you that these are no ordinary spiders. However, in terms of like the size, well, the size of the spider is pretty much 3 feet. Well, not 3 feet wide. Well, give me a second. Yeah, 3 feet wide, and then 5 feet. 5 feet long.
Okay. Well, alright, I'm not fucking with that. I guess pretty much
This is a
After-
super easy problem to deal with.
just avoid it.
No, you just have Matt bring up a wall and then push it forward, and then bring up a wall behind them, and you just
Yeah.
Basically making a bitch chancleta.
Yeah, basically.
not jump.
It's chancla, bro.
La chancla, vato, la chancla.
And how far away are they?
They're 50 feet ahead.
Matt, would you be
Do
able
it.
to just crush them?
Just do it.
Just lift up a wall and move it
She-
forward.
She kicks the ground. She gets into her horse stance. She raises up her wall with her two hands, gripped with her fist. As she kicks the ground, and you hear like rumbling in the distance, way back. You guys also hear noise, and immediately, just the stone walls collide with each other as you hear gurgling screams of these creatures as they just, the gurgling screams stop as they completely like fade away. And as Nat lowers the wall, you notice crushed like crushed bits of flesh and bones and whatever
Wait, bones?
goopy remains. Yup, bones.
Was this just one spider?
Well, you guys didn't know what exact spider this was, so you don't know.
I'll ask
Another
Nat.
success.
Didn't she say that there
round.
was 10 spiders?
What?
Yes, I'm gonna ask Nat, like, if she felt it before, like, how many she just crushed then.
10.
Oh, okay. Problem solved. And, good idea, Teddy.
So, boys.
At this,
Though we should be careful for any other threats here.
as this is going on, Nola, you go back to the general intersection of it. Where do you go? Left or right?
She's going to go. She's gonna go right in reference to when she just walked into the tunnel that they came through.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
all right. As you're continuing on walking right, you notice that the area feels a bit more chillier. You continue walking.
She's gonna smile happily and walk faster.
She walks faster. At this point, you pretty much walk like 100 feet in, and the intersection is nowhere visible. As you are pretty much walking onwards, the area gets colder and colder and colder, as if you were in a freezer.
She likes this.
Every breath you take, you notice you notice it fogs up, and as you're walking onwards, you see that every step you're taking, although the floor is still wooden, the ground is like whenever you walk into a freezer, it has that crackling noise.
Yeah. Oh, she's also not. She doesn't wear shoes, so.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a fat. Oh no.
Oh no.
I mean, she carries shoes with her just in case, but like she doesn't normally like to wear them
Yeah.
because they inhibit.
Are you gonna
mobility.
are you gonna continue? Are you gonna wear these shoes beyondwards? Because
If the ground's like super cold, she'll put them on.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, she'll put them on.
So you continue walking, and as you continue walking, it slopes downwards as well, and the further you're going downwards, you see like the area just icicles forming and whatnot of the.
It's like, wow, I didn't know that they could form in this climate.
And as you're like moving closer and closer, you see an opening.
Ooh, she's gonna peek out through the opening, but not go through it just yet. She wants to take a quick survey.
You take a quick survey. You peek your head out the entrance, and you see an underground icicle cavern.
That's so cool, she says as she slips through and she just like marvels at it.
Oh, wait, sorry, Matt. Give me a moment.
Okay, that's fine. Meanwhile,
She's also gonna quickly sketch it. Just,
meanwhile, Bid Barlow, which, okay, so you're like, this would have been days before, but
Wait, hold on, what?
oh, not days before, but give me a sec. So you're currently like, you've been trekking through this place. You've been lost for fucking like for a couple of days. You're doing your best to find the Hartman pirates, but every time every direction you take, you just keep getting more and more lost, and you can't find where the rest of the crewmates are. You've trekked through jungles, you've trekked through swamps, you've trekked through like mountains.
Wow.
He's lost his shit.
Yeah, you're lost.
He's lost that shit, bro.
You walk through plains. You physically cannot find these people. However, so then you decide, you know what, screw it. So at this point it becomes night. This is kind of like a flashback sort of deal. At this point it becomes night. You sleep in a cave. However, when you wake up, being the curious fuck you are, you decide to fucking explore the surrounding cave and shit.
Yeah. Why not?
Because who knows, powerful creatures could lie beyond the cave. And as you're going onwards, immediately a cave-in just occurs as the entrance has been completely blocked off. You start cutting with your swords, however, of no use. If only you could cut the boulders, but however unsuccessful. You decide to go inwards into the cave. This cave stretches for a while until it reaches to a specific point. You notice on the ground. You notice a wooden platform.
How big is it?
It's like 10 by 10 actually.
Alright, I'm gonna step on the platform.
You step on the wooden platform, and just immediately, the wooden platform just slides down, and it starts sliding down, slowly.
Okay, I know my character wouldn't know this, but like an elevator?
Not like an elevator, but you know that scene from Indiana Jones when like I think it's Raiders of the Lost. No, it's not Raiders of the Lost Ark, but it's that one scene where he's like moving that one artifact, and then that little altar kind of like slides down.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you.
It's reminiscent of that. However, are you gonna continuously stand on the wooden platform?
Well, why not?
As you are going more and more further down, you get to at least 30 feet below, and it comes to a grinding halt. And then, immediately, the floor below you opens, and you start falling into the depths below. and as you go on, as you pretty much like fall downwards, you're basically falling, and then immediately you start like sliding, as basically the walls kind of sort of start curving and looping and whatnot. You start sliding and moving, and immediately you're pretty much your ass kind of hits the like some other platform, and then it comes to a grinding halt, but nothing goes there. And then immediately several of the wooden platforms below you just start opening, one by one, and as you start falling again for like the second time,
fuck,
as they open, you notice that each platform is also closing every time one opens, and you're kind of ducking your head so that your head doesn't get lopped off, and finally, as you go through several of these like wooden platforms that keep opening and closing, you finally get to an area where it's a room, and it's a cylindrical. It's like a cylindrical room. It's round. However, you also notice on the wall. On the wall, you also notice grooves that's shaped like swords.
I'm imagining I fell on my ass.
Yeah, you fell on your ass. You also notice,
God.
You notice,
What the hell?
and as you kind of like get up, you notice on the wall, like directly where you're facing, you notice a wall, and this wall is pretty much like just isolated. It's just it's in the middle of the room. The room is 30 foot by or well, the diameter is pretty much is 30 feet.
Alright, so I see like how many carvings of swords?
You see 3 carvings of sword and 1 shield. Or not carvings, but it's like a wall.
Like an
with
indent?
Yeah, like an indent where a sword would be, like, you know, if you were, it's like a puzzle, you know, where you would put the sword. But it's absent.
Okay, I'm gonna get up. Do I see any other like doors or anything? Or
So-
just the indents?
So besides the indents on a isolated wall that's just kind of like in the center of this general room.
Alright, okay, so it's just like sticking up in the middle like an obelisk almost?
Yeah.
Okay.
As you're like you're looking around, you're immediately afterwards, after your unfortunate series of events, you hear screaming, and from above you hear Rich C. Hartman and Opal screaming as they fall, as Rich as Rich falls, as Rich C. Hartman falls flat on his face, with Opal landing on top of Rich.
Captain?
Thanks for breaking my fall. He's
Whoa,
gonna get off of it.
Sid? Is that you?
I've been looking for you guys for, I think, days.
Yeah, I've been wondering where you went. Gee,
Hey, why
how
is
did you
Short
end up
Stack with
here?
you?
Fucking rude.
Yeah,
Choose to be here, you know. I fell through the same hole he did.
I don't actually know how I got here. I was looking for you guys, and then I found a forest, and then I found some mountains, and then I found more forests and more mountains, and then I found a cool cave with a wooden platform that dropped me in here.
Up until a few minutes ago, I was sleeping.
Yeah,
Good
we
thing you
were
sleeping.
following,
It really hurts.
yeah, we were following
I'm sure
Pierre
he still
and
would
Weird
have
Cat
landed on
Lady.
Rich here, so.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
pretty
pretty sure
soft,
they're
like a
very
pillow.
Nola's name.
Well, you guys don't know Nola's name, so.
No, I'm pretty sure that Rich knows her name because he was there when she told
Oh yeah.
Pierre.
Oh yeah. Never mind. You.
Well, let's say I'm
What did-
stupid and I forgot.
There we go.
Hey.
What do you think this place
Hey.
is?
Sorry about that. No clue. I know it's under some ruins, maybe, so maybe we could find something.
What?
Something cool.
What?
We actually have a map?
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna go over to the obelisk in the center of the
Hey,
room.
by the way, for those of you that are in this general area, can I please have your tokens on the map?
Central room?
Mm-hmm. But make it downsized, really
I'm-
downsized.
On my phone, so I literally can't do anything
Okay,
but roll.
we should do. Don't worry about you. Okay.
I
Alright.
don't know how to downsize.
Look.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, I don't think we have that option.
Okay. So you guys are currently in this room. You notice multiple like hallways that kind of like that jut into different directions. However, besides that it's relatively I don't know. It doesn't catch the eye per se. Besides, except for like writings on the wall that you guys can't seem to understand. How yeah, boy.
Don't you wish Nola was there?
So what do you guys do?
I'm gonna go examine the obelisk, and I'm gonna try and like see if my swords kind of like match up to the indents of it.
You do, and nope, it doesn't fit.
Nope. Damn.
None of them
You're
fit.
gonna get a puzzle? I'm so excited. Ooh.
Alright,
Well, I have no idea.
Can I examine the hole and see the shape of it?
Wait, what?
I want to look at the shape of the hole.
Okay, so you notice these indents.
Mm-hmm.
One is in the shape of a katana. One is in the shape of a normal sword. The other is in the shape of a what it appears to be like a lance with a shield actually.
Would I know if my sword fits the hole? I could ask them.
Yeah, you could.
Cool. Then I guess I'll bring them out and I'll turn to the two of my swords and be like, all right, boys. I'm gonna ask you a favor. I need you to slide your bodies into this hole.
You're the shortest here. Why don't you do it?
Yeah, go stick yourself in the fucking hole.
Oh, well, because it's a sword hole. You guys are swords. I figured it makes sense.
Bro, I hate
Look at Rich. What? What is she talking about? I'm not a sword. I'm a person.
No. You're a sword.
No, I'm not. These are my swords.
Oh wait. Opal's talking to her swords. The creature. Yeah. Duh. Remember,
I figured that's why you guys were.
Oh.
Yeah, remember.
Well
remember
then,
how you,
I gotta switch over to this voice. Because I
That's
forgot
what I
I'm
thought
booze.
you were doing. There's literally no change.
Shut up.
I gotta switch over to my identical voice.
Shut up.
Let me slip into something more comfortable.
Let me slip into something a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, you can slip into the hole.
Can we fit, Mr. DM, sir?
Nope.
They don't fit.
Oh, damn it.
Alright.
Damn it.
I put them away.
You put them away.
Oh.
Okay.
Bye-bye now.
My fucking damn! I lost the accent so fast. I get that. He says
And now
nothing.
he says nothing. They're just in there now, and she's like, "Well, I'm out of ideas."
Alright, forwards! And I head through this hole.
As you walk through that hallway and you continue onwards, the air feels very cooler where you're walking through.
Very cooler.
Cool.
Like a warm spot in the pool, but opposite.
As you guys are walking through, you see a rather large door.
Cool.
I gotta shove it open.
It's the size of this door is like 20 feet tall.
No, try
It's
to
very
shove it
large
open.
Door.
You shove it open and immediately just the door opens and you see a vast open field. Just with there you don't and you see a vast open field. You notice that the sun is shining. However, it's very, very breezy. And
Oh.
you guys are greeted to a plains as you guys notice that this door is pretty much leads to its own little world.
What? Did we make it out?
We're turning around then.
What? No, we made it out. This is the exit.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
let's
guys.
go this
No,
way.
Yeah.
it's not it's guys. I
Yeah,
don't
walk
trust
through the
this
door.
We fell through the. Okay.
As you guys walk through the door, the door is still open. It doesn't close behind you or anything, and nothing cliche like that. It's just still open unless you guys choose to close it. And as you guys are like kind of walking, and you guys walk outwards out of the door, you guys are in a relatively like open plains. You notice that the season is slowly changing to the season is in a more autumn like setting, as the air is breezing through and the temperature is very cool. The sky is shining brightly and the clouds are present, and it's just a vast open field. You guys are continuously walking forwards, and you notice that the more you walk and the more foliage you move through, the grass is actually the tall grass slowly shifts from tall grass to more of a to wheat, as it's a vast, large, open wheat field.
If I look across the horizon, do I see any end to this room?
So far, no.
Well, no duh, there would be an end. We're outside.
Guys, I don't know. I still feel weird about this. It can't be that easy. What about that
Where
puzzle
is
back
it?
there?
We're outside.
Yeah.
But this isn't.
We're outside.
This can't be outside.
Why not?
Wow.
Because we fell through a hole deeper into the earth. This can't be outside.
That's what you think.
Yeah, there's the sun right there.
Dum,
Of all
dum.
the idiots I could have fallen down a hole with, I had to fall down with you two.
Why are you calling us the idiots? We know we're outside, and yet you think we're not
Yeah.
outside. Even though we
It's
can
cold.
see the sun.
We're not outside.
Yeah. Come on,
Has
Rich.
time changed
Yeah.
at all since we've been here?
You notice that it's midday.
So time has moved forward.
From
Time has resumed.
what
From
you
when
can
we
see,
got in the room to has the sun moved at all?
I mean, we've only been in here a little bit.
It's you guys have only been here for like 5 minutes, so you don't know.
And how have how have we walked from one season to the other?
Well, you notice that the season is changing. Like that's what I meant. Like it's like, you know, when you're outside and you notice that there's probably a transition in the weather and climate and whatever. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Okay, I thought you meant we straight just went from fucking autumn to fall, and I was just like, or not autumn, summer to fall. Autumn and fall are the same thing.
However, Opal, you notice something very odd. The month right now is January.
Uh-huh.
Well, no, the month right now is actually February.
Uh-huh.
It has an autumn vibe right now.
Guys, I don't trust this room
What do you mean?
whatsoever. I mean, have you not noticed how, like, it's this time of year and should be looking this way, but right now we're getting a whole nother thing?
We're in the great intersection.
Yeah.
Things
But-
are wacky.
You also remember that Overgrowth Alps was a very humid area. Right now, the temperature or the humidity is not even humid. It's very dry.
Thank you for feeding me this information to help me with my dialogue. She kind of just like palms her face. She's just like,
Guys, the area that we're supposed to be in isn't like this. That we're not in the same place we were supposed to be.
By the
Great
way,
intersection.
by the way,
Great intersection.
by the way, have you guys walked any while?
We're still walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys pretty much walk like.
I'm making navigational checks as we go.
Yeah, it's perfect.
I don't get lost.
The further you go, you guys notice that the door is like way off in the distance at this point. You guys have walked like 200 feet.
See, Opal? We're
No one
outside.
should ever follow Sid anywhere.
Opal kind of
I
at
don't know what
this
you're talking
point
about.
starts to get really antsy, and it's like, you guys can walk right into your death. I'm going back.
Opal,
What do you mean going back?
stick together.
Yeah.
Opal's
Well,
getting
we'll get
really
lost.
jittery, and she's kind of taking some crab side steps back the opposite direction away from you guys. I don't trust
I'll
this
turn
woman.
around and go get Opal and slowly guide her back on the path we
Wait,
were walking.
can't Hartman just stretch and like grab her?
Yeah.
Opal is gonna see one person take a step and is gonna make a bolt for it.
Opal?
Opal's
My arms are gonna stretch
and then she's
fast.
gonna start. She's gonna look back and then look at the door, look back at Sid, and then go. And then she's gonna start running the opposite of Sid and Hartman back to the door.
Hartman stretches his arms. The fact that this fucker is already that fast, he without any trouble, he just immediately just yoinks you and just like and wraps your arms and immediately places you right in front of them.
I want to bite him
You bite him, and
with my sharp teeth.
Hartman, it hurts. It hurts like a bitch.
Ow! Ow!
I want to bite harder. I want him to let go. I'm screaming
Hartman, how
and
is
kicking
this
and
hurting?
struggling.
Okay. I'll let go.
She's gonna kick you in the shins for good measure.
As you kick him in the shin, Hartman, you feel pain, and
Ow.
a rather large bump, bruise, rounded out bruise just appears on your shin.
Ouch! Ah!
She's gonna go chomp chomp with her teeth, make that noise, and then she's gonna say, "Don't ever put your hands on me like that again."
But you're running back to the ruins. We're obviously outside.
She's gonna get real close up to Hartman, and I wanna like take him by the front of his shirt and hoist him down.
Upwards.
Hold on,
Uh-huh.
hold on. I walk up, and so she can get up to eye level, I pick her up.
She's gonna say, "Thank you." It's gonna hold him by the collar of his shirt and say, "You ever lay your hands on me like that again, I will bite more than just your arm. I will rip out your jugular, Rich C. Hartman."
Is that even
And then
possible?
she's gonna let him go.
As
Well,
soon
I
as
thought he
she
was
lets
immune to
wait,
that
we're still like away from the door, right?
You guys, yeah. At this point, you guys are like 110 feet
Oh.
away from 210 feet away from.
As soon as she lets go, I yeet her away from the door.
I'm gonna scramble back towards it.
Wait. Wait. You're gonna throw
How
her.
hard are you throwing her?
Roll
Yeah.
me a athletics.
Apparently-
Roll me a
Oh, athletics?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Alright. You throw her. Immediately she's light enough for you to fucking just chuck her like 60 feet ahead of you guys. As Opal, you make a successful landing.
I'm on the ground. I begin crying.
As Hartman and Rich, you in the distance you hear a crying Opal.
Onward and upward, Rich.
Yeah, upward.
I just wanted to go back. And
Yeah,
everyone
we're
seemed so
obviously-
mean to me.
As you guys hear her crying in the distance.
We're obviously outside. What do you not understand?
As you guys are moving onwards, you catch up with Opal. She's still crying, and being the
It's gross crying at this point, by the way. Like, snot. She looks like that Naruto image from the manga when he first cries, when his sensei's talking about how great he is. One of those cries.
Or you mean, just any crying scene from One Piece?
She's like, I didn't want to be here.
Okay. Let's turn
Jesus.
around, guys. Jeez.
As you guys are just about to get situated and move out, the gust blows faster and faster as you, in the sky, you see a shadow just quickly whiz by you guys, way up in the sky.
Ah, gee,
Hey,
did you feel
Captain?
that? Yeah,
Did you see that?
I felt it.
Maybe we should get back to that door.
Yeah. Hey,
Can I
just,
eat Opal towards the door?
You wouldn't be able to.
Damn it. Okay.
So you guys start making your way, and immediately, as soon as you do, a fucking dragon just appears, swoops down you, and immediately. And by the way, this is the type of dragon where it's like the Asian styled one with the
Like long body.
yeah, long
Oh
body.
yeah,
And
we get to fuck up Shenron.
and immediately it swirls around you guys and just like coils and looks down at you and says,
what?
"Oh, I've never had visitors like this in a while."
Oxymoron.
Ah,
She's gonna hide
Hey,
behind
hello.
Rich and Sid.
Hey, and he looks. This creature looks down at you guys and he says, and states, "Who are you people?"
I'm Ritzy Hartman.
Sid Marlowe.
Opal stays very quiet.
And that's Opal.
And as you guys like pretty much see this dragon looking down at you guys, it states, "Why have you come to my domain?"
What do you mean? This is outside, right?
No, this is actually,
What?
well, this is considered outside. I go through the same day and night cycle, but this is a different area. This is a different place. This is not what you would expect.
Then
She's gonna hiss up
Then
at her
where are
and
we?
say, I told you so.
I elbow her in the face.
Well, you guys
He's
are
gonna punch him in the ass.
you guys
Rock
are
hard.
you guys are, well, in my home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Opal's gonna finally speak up.
We didn't mean to intrude. I was trying to tell them to go back.
Silence, short one.
Was I just silence Brett?
And as the dragon
Okay.
as the dragon stares down at Rich, you feel the breathing of the dragon as if it was an autumn gust, and the dragon looks at you, and with its sharp eyes it notices, "You lack malice. What are you?"
I'm a pirate, if that's what you're wondering.
Pirates are malicious people. That is
Really?
quite strange.
I know some good pirates. Not all of them are bad.
I see. Interest me, my friend. I'm quite bored.
Ah. Well, you see, I'm trying to go to Arm Wrestle Island to become the Arm Wrestle King. Right? There's a big old island at the end of the Great Intersection. And I gotta fight this big old guy and attain the title.
Interesting. What about you, sword wielder? What is your
I
name?
wouldn't say I'm as nice. Sid Marlowe. I just aim to be the strongest. That's all.
And you, short one, what is your name?
It's Opal.
I see. Why have you guys pondered upon my home?
No idea. I thought this was outside.
We
It was
did think it
completely by
was
accident.
outside.
Well, this area is very, very spacious, just like all the other, just like most locations you guys would go to. However, this general location, Besides, the door in which you came from leads to different areas. Now, let me ask you, are you aware of where you guys are?
No,
No, sir.
clue.
Interesting. Although you seem good people, I will spare you. However, I will warn you. This location the area that you guys came from is very dangerous, depending on who you come across.
Danger? Like, I get to fight stuff?
Indeed.
Finally.
And the dragon states you see, my home was created so that I could be the protector, well, the guide of whoever shows up, and if malice were to be shown of those who ponder here, well, it is my job to rid of said malice. However, you people are kind, from my insight. Now, may I ask you, do you guys have any food?
Oh, I reach into my back pocket and take out a package of never-ending Pop Rocks. Strawberry flavored.
Okay.
This is what I ate for the past few days. My never-ending Pop Rocks.
They're mine! Bought with my money, you fuck!
We have 100
Oh,
packs.
shit.
There's a few going missing.
He looks at you and he sees the packet and he says, "What is that parchment?"
It is a packet of never-ending Pop Rocks.
What?
What is a pop rock?
No. Great Dragon, sir, might I introduce you to the most amazing candy on this world?
Why
Pop
did you guys share with
fizzle
me?
in your mouth endlessly.
And the creature says, "Fizzle."
They pop.
Interesting. Hand me these so-called pop rocks.
I hand him the package.
You hand him the package, and he says, "This is quite tiny. Is it okay if you guys can open this?"
Oh, yes, of course. And I remove the seal and everything, and I open it up for him.
As the dragon picks up with its claws, and it just like it says, interesting, as it like pours the whatever content is in,
Now, don't swallow it. Just let it sit on your tongue.
and it starts fizzing. It's like, It's as if I'm about to charge a breath attack. This is an interesting taste. Tastes like strawberries.
Yes, it is. I feel like Pierre right now.
I'm quite
You never
amused.
told me you had these.
I'm
And never shared them.
There. I take out a half-eaten package of apple Pop Rocks. There you go, Rich.
Ooh.
And the dragon says, "This is quite amusing. I actually like this. Do you happen to have more?"
I have one more package. I stole 3 from Teddy, and I take out my cotton candy flavored. These are my favorites, so I hope that you enjoy them.
As it opens the cotton candy flavor, the dragon like immediately from its poker face, and you see a big ass grin on this dragon.
Aww.
Aww.
The dragon is very pleased, as you guys can see, and the dragon looks at you too, and Opal, and then it states, "Because you have provided me with such wonderful experience that I thought I would never experience after 1,000 years of living, I will give you one advice. Each room that you guys will visit is very different and unique to whichever environment you guys come across. Now, the space in which this area occupies is endless. You might be wondering how this is. Well, the original creators of these chambers specifically did this as a test to see their final product. That final product being a locomotive.
Locomotive.
You see, I have no idea what a locomotive is, but whatever this locomotive is, apparently they talk about, the original creators talk about how they were gonna fit an entire world inside of this so-called locomotive. I still don't know what that is, nor will I ever know.
Well, you don't know about trains?
What is a train?
A block of steel that moves people, I guess. I mean, I never rode on one, so I don't really know much. Sid, what about you?
I don't know much about their intricacies, but I do know that they are usually powered by coal and they transport people across large amounts of distances.
Ah, so it is a man-made invention.
Yes.
Ah, no wonder. Well, whatever this is, they were kind enough to create these places for us to live, to test out if these conditions will work for whatever project they were going to create. And thus my home was created in return. As the dragon looks at you, it uncoils itself and says, "Now, you people seem kind. However, I will still advise you stay safe, and the next encounter you might visit might not be as pleasant as this."
Sir, Dragon, might I ask 2 questions before you leave? They will not take much time.
Oh, that is fine, my friend.
What do we call you?
The dragon kind of ponders, and it's like, As the dragon ponders, well, my favorite food is pork, so please call me Pork.
Oh my.
Of course. And my second question, in the room we came from, there was a pillar with indents for swords and a shield. Would you happen to know anything about that?
Ah, yes. Apparently those are like keys to a puzzle, and thus you must go
Give me a sec.
and thus you must go through the chambers to find where the keys are located. I don't know who actually possessed those keys, however, someone will definitely possess it, and you can ask them for it. If they don't give it to you, then chances are they're most likely hostile.
So,
Thank
where's
you.
the next door?
As he states, well, you guys came from this general area, right?
Yes.
Where there's
Yeah.
multiple rooms. Well, you guys can check out those areas and work your way around and see what the area has to offer. However, there are multiple rooms that you guys can go through within my domain. However, they are relatively far and they do take long. They do take maybe a day or two to travel to and to get to.
Yeah, well, I
Thank-
guess we'll just go to the closest door.
And the dragon kind of nods and he says, "If you guys would like to share company again, please come by my home and
Yeah,
you may
we'll definitely come visit.
and we'll
I will bring more
discuss."
pop rocks as well.
As the dragon smiles, it then flies away. Goodbye, Rich C. Hartman. Goodbye, Sid Marlowe, and goodbye, Opal the Short One.
Goodbye,
Oh,
Pork.
of course.
Bye, Pork.
Pork the dragon.
Pork the magic dragon lived in a field.
As the dragon flies away, what do you guys all do?
Well, we should find that next
After he's
door.
gone, bolt to the door.
Well, Rich, the dragon said it would take about a day to travel to any of the other doors. Maybe we should go back to the main room and go through another door in there.
You're right. Good thinking.
Opal's already on her way.
As Opal runs, but she runs and runs and runs, but she's only covers 60 feet
Yeah.
with her short stubby legs. Meanwhile, we're gonna take a break, and we're back. Currently, Rich C. Hartman and Sid Marlowe and Opal have now reached the central room. As they do, Opal is now currently just stationed at the central room in case if anyone else does come down. As she's now patiently waiting. However, wait. By the way, is everyone here? Just to make sure.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, as you guys are now currently in the central room, which direction do you guys go to now?
You want to flip a coin?
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, there are 6 doors we haven't gone through. 4, 1, 2, 3. This door.
Alright.
This door?
This door.
Okay, so you guys begin to walk down that hallway. It is, you guys notice that the corridor is ornately placed with bricks. As you guys are moving through, you continue onwards, and as you go through, you see that the door for this room is not the same exact size as previous. It's more so what do you call it? The height in terms of the door is actually 15 feet tall. 5 feet shorter than the previous door that you guys were greeted to. As you guys open this door, you notice it is a stone room. A room that is decorated in stone bricks, as it's all ornately placed, and you guys notice an altar within this room.
Altar.
What does the altar look like?
It's raised up on a platform, but it's basically like it's a stone altar that's not really carved with any insignias or anything. It just looks like a generic altar. The one thing that you notice is this room is pretty much like the within this area, this chamber. You notice that it's not as vast and open as the previous one, but more so enclosed and enclosed. And you notice that there's two not pathways, but two other doors that that's on one on the left, very far left side of the room, and then one on the very far right side of the room with an altar at the very center. You guys, what are you guys gonna do? Are you guys gonna check out the altar?
Yeah.
You guys continue onwards, and as you do, you notice that that at the altar there's a paper.
Well, I don't like reading, so
I'll read the paper.
You notice that the paper is actually blank. However, you just notice that there's just one area that says signature here.
Alright, well, is there a pen?
You notice that there is a ink and there is a conveniently placed ink and quill underneath, like underneath the little altar that you know like there's little like little things you can place underneath the altar.
Yeah.
That you can prop things. You notice that there's ink and quill.
Well, sorry. Am I gonna sign or are you?
Yeah, I guess I'll sign.
Alright.
As Hartman,
And I draw doodles.
you draw doodles, and immediately this piece of paper just lights on fire, and it just crumbles away. And then you see a creature that is half lion, half goat. You also notice that the tail is that of a scorpion, and the wings of that of a bat. And you also notice that this creature has the face of a bear. And let me reveal you what this creature.
This is a fucked up chimera.
Yeah, kind of. You notice that this is a manta bear, and it looks down on you and says, "Greetings, foe."
Yeah. What's up?
And immediately it grabs Hartman and throws him into the wall.
Okay, so we're doing this now.
Roll.
As
I
draw my swords.
As you guys get into battle stance, Rich, Sid, you have a free action. You have an action to do whatever the fuck you want.
I just want to check. I want to look to see. I'm pretty sure he's okay. I want to see what Rich is looking like right now. I know he's fine.
His head is sticking inside of a wall.
Okay. I'm gonna circle around to the back of the manta bear.
Okay. And as it says, "I see you want to interfere," and as you go behind the manta bear, what do you do?
Rich probably looks fine. How long is the tail? Can I tell how long it? Can I get like a rough estimate of?
So the tail is 15 feet long.
Damn. And how big is this cavern?
Or the room? This room is 200 feet tall and 300 feet wide.
Oh, okay. So this is like a big ass room that we're fighting in.
Yeah, it's a stone brick room.
All right, and there's no like is there any like pillars, like support rods, stuff holding up the ceiling, or is it just like empty with the altar in the middle?
You notice that there's stone pillars that or stone columns that prop up the room, presumably. However, you don't know if it actually has any use, but you just assume that it does. Who knows?
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna fire a shot at. I'm just gonna fire a shot at the side of the manta bear.
Okay.
Just using a Storm's Blade for now.
Alright, roll for it. As you strike, this creature just swiftly, your blade connects, and just barely your sword hits this creature. As your sword pierces into this creature, roll for hit.
Roll damage?
Yeah, roll for damage. Alright, nice. So, okay. As you strike at this thing, this creature looks irritated, and now it is this creature's turn. as it looks down on you, it says, "You should have never interfered." And immediately, it's going to go for an attack. Give me a sec. As it rains its claws down on you, let me roll for it. And it does a what do you call it? Fucking. Let me pull out my calculator real quick to. I should.
Can't add, bro.
Oh fuck.
No, cause I gotta calculate shit. Okay, so does a 27 hit you?
Yes, it does.
All right. So as it slashes its mighty claw down upon you, dealing what do you call it? Where's my D8? Damn it! I don't have my D8. Shit.
There.
Get dunked on.
Yeah. Give me a sec. Let me.
D8 there. I rolled a 4.
Oh, I need to roll like yeah, another one.
All right. 8.
Alright, cool.
Damn, that's gonna hurt.
So, as it deals in total, let's see. This bear just comes at you and strikes you, dealing. Where the fuck is this stat? Okay. Oh fuck! I made a mistake. My bad. Those rolls don't count. Cause it was in a D8. Okay, so dealing.
Oh, that's not good.
Dealing 18 damage. 18 slashing damage as it comes caving into. Hartman, do you wanna? Now it's your turn, buddy.
Hell yeah! Alright, so I'll just try to pull my head out of the wall. First things first. Alright, now you said there's pillars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, dude, and this guy's like pretty huge, right?
Yeah, this thing's colossal.
Alright, cool. Alright, so I'm gonna wrap one of my arm around one of the pillars, and my other arm on the other pillar, and start stretching back as far as possible.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Go.
Okay. Now, once I'm, I guess, hitting the wall or something behind me, I'm gonna yell, "Conard, spear!" Try to. No, I'm gonna human that.
Okay. You're gonna human that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna. There we go. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Alright, next damage dice you roll is after 50. Okay, so you start stretching and you basically like launch yourself. You cover you pretty much cover the max damage. So roll for Wait.
Wait, what?
Was that a D10? Okay, no, roll for another one. Alright, another one.
Another one.
Another one. Another one. Alright. And you would be like 200 feet, you would be like pretty much covering 50 feet. Okay, yeah. So that's pretty much good. And as you just strike at this thing with your feet as you like launch forward, you hit this thing successfully. Now what? You have another action.
Alright, nice. So where did I hit it?
You hit it square in its stomach.
Nice. So as I bounce away from the stomach, I'm now, I guess, in the air a bit. So now I'm going to yell, "Conard, corkscrew!"
Yeah, that fucking hits.
Yeah, nice. Alright, so and then what I'm also going to do is flurry of blows. So that's a key point. Alright, so let's see. Oh yeah. So Karnar twin corkscrew, and I use 2 of my arms and just yeah,
Alright.
both hit, right?
Yeah, both fucking hit.
Yeah, nice.
Hells yeah.
Fucking damn.
Alright, and I'm gonna use a
Let's
Moxie
go!
As
for
you
the
just-
1-2.
As you just like start clamoring the fuck out of this thing. Let me give me a sec. Let me do the fucking math real quick. That's like fuck. But by the way, yeah, never mind. Yo, what the fuck? God fucking damn. As you just
Damn,
clobber the
son.
ever-living shit out of this gargantuan creature. This creature like takes hits and it's just taking hits left and right. As this creature says, "You're a worthy adversary, human."
Hey, I'm not done yet. And I use my whole 1-2. So another Karnar twin corkscrew.
Oh shit.
The 19 doesn't hit and the 14 doesn't hit. As you
Yeah.
hit those 2 attacks, the bear just kind of blocks 2 of them and not knocking like both of them away. As you go for like the other hit, the bear grabs you and pretty much like throws you like 300 feet across, slamming you into the opposite wall. You're 300 feet away from this bear.
Yeah, it's the end. Yeah.
Yep. As God fucking damn, Hartman is a literal tank. Okay. So Sid, it is now your turn.
Is the thing... Okay, so I'm guessing Hartman was like hitting it down towards me a bit before he
Yeah,
got
yeah.
thrown.
Pretty much.
So when the thing threw him, as it's throwing him, I'm gonna charge and like jump and like slide under its legs, and then jump up on its back, and then bring both my swords parallel. And as I'm jumping up, twin cutter stance, rising tiger, and I bring both swords like cutting up its back as I'm like running up its back a bit towards its head. And so, what do you want me to roll for that?
Just roll for your damage and whatever, like if it goes about a certain threshold, you can describe what it does.
Alright, well that's my damage.
Okay.
Well, that's one weapon attack, so.
Okay. So wait. The damage?
That's, well, I mean, I don't have a actual move for this.
Oh,
So I'm just rolling my normal damage.
Oh, roll for your swords. Roll for your
Oh,
swords.
okay.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
So
shit.
you fuck. Okay, look. You did it, man. You did it. You fucking just went ham at this thing as this creature is like, it's just looking very fatigued and it's like, so much power. As it's breathing very, very heavily.
And do I have any more attacks, or is that it?
Did you make an action already? Or-
Well, I made one attack. I usually get 3 attacks.
Oh well, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Alright, as I'm running up the back, when I get up near the wings, I'm gonna make 2, like, long incisions at the base of the wings.
Okay.
Try and, like, handicap his flying a bit.
As you do, it becomes it uses its wing and a gust of wind just messes up your first attack. However, you do get the second strike in. Alright,
Damn, that's 2 ones.
let me see.
Alright, then I'm gonna do what I do best.
What's up?
I'm gonna blow an action surge.
Oh boy, oh boy.
and take both the swords, raise them above my head, and just jam them into his back as deep as I can get them.
All right, go for it. As you begin to do that, the manta bear, the manta bear like knocks you out the way, and it grabs your swords, and then as you're like holding onto him tightly, it swings around, and as it's swinging you around like a lasso, it, you know when Hulk does the fucking,
Yeah,
it
the
does
Loki.
yeah, it does that to you. Dealing. Wait. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this dude fucking just shits on you. All right, dealing. Let's see. Give me a sec. I need to roll for the damage. Sorry, this is taking a bit. Alright, nice. Dealing 19 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch. Okay.
As this creature is, with its colossal might, roars a mighty roar, and immediately it flies. It starts flying towards Hartman as it begins to ignore you, using up its entire movement to get halfway across. It is 10 feet away from you, Hartman.
Alright.
What do you do?
So, let's see. Alright. So I'm gonna use a key point here. And I'm gonna concentrate my punch. And wind up my arm as well.
Mhm.
And then, now it's 10 feet away, right?
Mhm.
Alright, I put all my focus into this one punch, right? And then I concentrate very hard. And I'm gonna yell out, Carnard, Tank Piercer! And it's the one that where I've been practicing.
Oh
on,
yeah. Oh fuck.
So I don't have that registered, so I'll just do a normal corkscrew. But,
Yeah. We'll just say it has advantage for now. Just as a bypass. You go for the tank the tank piercer, just blasting this creature square in the jaw, dealing. Okay. As this creature like gets socked in the face, still standing. At this point, Sid, you're like 150 feet away from Hartman and the manta bear.
Alright, I'm gonna use my action and my movement to move 60 feet towards them.
Okay, cool. You're getting closer. You're pretty much about 90 feet away from this thing.
Pretty bloodied, but
this thing now, immediately with its tail, it's going to just like begin to use its tail attack. You see several of its like spikes just appearing with the giant piercer it has, and immediately goes for attacks. Give me a second. Let me roll for the fucking shit. Yeah, that's gonna hit you. Dealing. Oh, that's a fat. Oh no. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Let me do some math. Sorry, guys. Some quick maths. Plus, as it deals 34 poison / piercing damage. As it digs its piercer square into your arm, Hartman, you feel mass stinging pain. It's like when your brothers used to just beat the ever living shit out of you when you were young.
Good old times.
Yeah, basically. But it hurts like a bitch.
Ah!
As it deals 34 poison slash piercing.
Ouch.
Yeah, you can't. There's no resistance to that. All right, Hartman, it is now your turn.
So is it still like in me, or like did he let go?
It let go. Like
Okay.
it stopped.
Alright, well, this is getting interesting. Alright, now I'm gonna use a key point. Blow up both my hands into a very huge, what size, right?
Right.
And then now I'm gonna jump up into the air as high as I can. So that'd be like athletics.
Okay.
Alright, so I jump up in the air as high as I can, and then I'm gonna extend both of my arms with my gigantic hands and try to do a ear clap directly on both of the manta bear's ears.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell, Karnar, Thunder Crash! I don't have that move registered, so I guess I'll use Hammer.
Okay, that's
as
fine.
a substitute.
So you begin to go for the Thunder Crash, roll for damage. As you crash both of your hands together, this creature now becoming confused. Oh, my ears! It is now Sid's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move my full 60 feet, and then I'm burning an action surge since I'm within 30 feet now. To go, I'm gonna leap off one of the pillars as I'm running to get a little bit of height on it. And I'm gonna go for a Storm's Tempest on the thing.
Okay.
Trying to slash along its back, and kind of distracted from Rich a little bit. Damn.
Okay, so you go for the Tempest. However, before you're about to hit, the creature noticed you and like immediately dodged out of the way, even though it's, for its size,
It's faster
Yeah.
than it looks. Alright.
And as this is going on, currently, Hartman, you are this creature just like it's still holding its ears. It's pretty much distracted. You get a free hit.
Nice. Alright, so time for the eyes. And I'm gonna ready my flicking stance. I can yell out, Karnar Bullet! As I fling my very stretchy index finger straight into its eyes. Let's see.
Okay. You successfully go make this hit, and immediately this creature falls prone. At this point, this creature is prone.
I can use my other action.
All of your attacks will now do advantage.
Alright, nice. So I only got one eye, so time for the other eye. So now time for another bullet. Darn.
Well, no, it hits.
Oh yeah, advantage.
Advantage. Okay, nice. So you successfully make the hit, and now as this creature is just pretty much. Give me a second. I have to do the math real quick. Sorry, fellas. As this creature falls down, and now it is knocked prone. Sid, you can make a revenge move on this thing if you want to.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna move my full 30 feet, and it's prone on the ground. I'm imagining its hands are near its eyes, leaving its torso exposed. And I'm gonna go into another twin cutter stance, and just use I'm just gonna take the blades and use bisection on it. and I'm gonna drag both of them along its abdomen.
Go for it. As you go for the several slashes at this thing, both connecting, roll for damage. Jesus Christ. Alright. As you just go ham on this thing, this creature is still pretty much disabled at the moment. Hartman, you get to do another action.
Nice. Okay, to start it off, I'm gonna use a key point to use Ride the Wind.
Okay.
I'm not sure. It does require a key point? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
it does.
Oh yeah, so a key point for Ride the Wind, and I'll jump into the air again. Let's see. Alright. And then, what I'm gonna do is use another key point to blow up my fist, and then try to maneuver the air all the way down to my foot. And then once my feet, or once my legs I should say, are pretty big, I'm just gonna keep once I'm gonna put my mouth to my knee, I'm just gonna keep blowing into it more and more until it's like humongous. And then now let's see. Yeah, now I'm gonna yell out, Karnar Atlas Stomp! And I was like gonna stomp my gigantic legs onto the manta bear.
As you begin to do this, roll for hit.
Okay, I'm not sure what to roll here, so I'm gonna roll hammer.
Alright. As you're moving faster and faster, the momentum just carrying you through like the speedy fucker you are. Sid, Hartman at this point, he's going really fast. With this display of speed, you notice how fast this guy is faster than like anything you've ever seen. And immediately with a colossal stomp, the entire area, just all the stone just crumbles and fissures out as this creature is now pummeled. As Hartman just comes with the final blow, boom! Everything is done. This creature is completely knocked out, potentially dead. And with that is the end of this specific counter. And now we're gonna cut to Pierre and Teddy and Natalie. You guys are currently in the middle of the cave, walking down. As you guys are walking down this spidery cave, what do you guys do? It's filled. It was originally filled with cobwebs. However, now it's just the corpse of whatever creature you guys killed that appeared to be spider-like.
Is there any poison left over from these weird spider things?
Yes, you notice a goopy substance that's leaking out of whatever carcass remains. And
I'm gonna take some.
What are you gonna put it in?
I have vials.
Okay. Alright, so write that in your inventory, by the way. So,
Oh, yeah.
mysterious poisonous goopy substance. And Natalie, are you there? Okay. So as you guys are walking forwards, you continue onwards and you move past these dead carcasses. Natalie, in the distance, you notice a door.
There seems to be a door up ahead.
Anyone gonna answer to that? Oh, okay.
I was waiting for Pierre. I guess he's gone.
Pierre's not here, so just you guys care. You guys have to RP with each other, man. I'm sorry. Lamau.
I have to deal with a shorter life form. Disgusting. Where? I still can't see anything down here.
Where exactly is the door? Is it just straight ahead?
Yeah, straight ahead.
If we keep walking forward, eventually we'll bump into it.
I'm great at bumping into things, and then I'm gonna walk forward.
Oh god.
As you walk forward, Teddy, you bump into the door.
Ah! Why did no one warn me this would happen?
Can we, I think we should just go through the door.
Maybe that's what they want us to do. Never trust. And then I'm gonna open it anyway.
Okay. So never trust it. Never trust weird doors. Goes through it anyways. So you walk through the door, and you walk through, and what it appears to be is actually cave drawings.
There's a lot of weird pictures in here. I guess you wouldn't be able to see that. There's a lot of weird normal pictures in here.
And
do I know what they are?
So Teddy, what you can see on the wall is pretty much so you see a picture you see a depiction of what it appears to be a train car, right? However, by the way, Teddy would know what a train is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what it appears to be is a train car. However, you also notice to the side, you see like a.
Hello.
Yo, what's up? You see right next to the train car. You also see a symbol of like some substance that appears to be in a more cubical shape. And whatever object this thing is, or this drawing of said object, you have no idea what it is. However, you also see a depiction of just a biome, a location or something that I guess more of like a landscape painting kind of deal. However, you don't know what these pictures really mean.
What's going on? I was getting my vote registered.
Okay, look. Basically, what happened was paintings in a cave with a door, behind the door. So, cave paintings.
Natalie, have you ever been on a train? Hello?
I don't think I've ever traveled on one.
Oh, there's a big picture of a train here.
Yeah, he's sort of like looking over at the details of this train. Is it similar to all other depictions?
Yes.
All right. He'll relate to the group. There might be some. This might be this is in relation to the great locomotive we're looking.
Well, it says we need a cube to get on the train, so we just need to find a square.
A 4 foot by 4 foot perfect cube. It's not in character.
Where's Opal?
Wait, so what kind of cube does it specify on the painting?
You just see an object with like, imagine like a crystalline rock, except if it was like a more cubic, like distorted cubic shape.
Crystalline rock.
However, you don't know whatever substance or material or object or whatever trinket this thing is.
Well, we haven't explored all of this cave yet, right?
Correct.
Maybe if we're lucky, we might be able to find it here. Who knows? Maybe even Rich, wherever he literally disappeared, might find it there.
I can find anything.
Oh, can you find this then?
Probably. I'm also just going to start scattering around the ground as if it's obviously got to be in this room. I mean, come on. Why
As
would
you're
it be depicted there?
as you're scattering around this room, you're just kind of you're like looking around very intently, and you see a button that you see a random button that's sticking out of the ground.
My eyes are going to go wide, and I'm going to immediately say, button! And smash it.
And as
What?
as you immediately smash the button,
Yes.
the floors underneath you guys just immediately halt open, as just you guys all fall into a dark depths below. You guys start falling and falling and falling and falling. As you guys are falling, both Pierre, and Natalie, and Teddy, you guys are just falling in some random abyss. And as you guys are falling, it's taking
wait. As we're falling, I'm gonna try and get in a link with Nat and what is it? Nat and Teddy, and I'm gonna have my like flame jets ready out to slow down before we get to the ground.
You're slowing down the momentum more and more and more. As you guys are doing this, your hairs are pretty much like being blown through the winds as you guys are falling through the depths. You notice that the walls of the of this carved out tunnel is in a very weird shade of blue. And as you guys are falling and falling and falling, you guys successfully fall slowly into a random room with different hallways all scattered about. And you also see Opal at the center.
This must have been the same way they thought.
Opal,
Get back up.
Opal pretty much greets you guys and informs you guys of what happened.
I see.
I'm gonna ask Opal of which both Sid and Rich.
She points towards like behind this random this jutted out wall, like behind it. So pretty much, I guess, like to put it into better perspective. Give me a second. So this would be like this general wall that that there would be, right?
Right.
And then behind it, right here.
Okay. So it looks like that direction is where the cabin and the sword fighter went.
Well, then let's go.
Hold on. What if they're in grave danger?
Well, then we have to save them. Let's go.
But this is the captain we're talking about.
If there's some kind of monster threat, I'm sure it's nothing that he could handle.
Exactly. And I don't know about you, but I'm trying not to die.
So then what are we gonna do then? Just sit here and let him take care of everything?
Well, if they've
That doesn't
decided to
sound
go off
fun.
on their own, I think the best for us is to figure out how to get out of here.
Well, the only way we can really do it is going out through these holes. There are all these different ways that lead around, and we don't know where any of them lead. So, if we want to try and lead out of here, the only lead we have is doing something random and hoping for the best. Then, as I turn to Teddy, I'm like, "Which path do we go, Teddy?" 3 seconds. 1, 2,
7.
3.
Was that the right answer?
I interpret it as that.
Wait, you interpret it as which one?
This one here.
Okay, so you guys
'Cause-
begin.
Yeah, no, just go on.
You guys begin to notice that each hallway has some different uniqueness to each hallway. However, the one where you guys chose, you notice that as you guys are walking through, you hear crickets within the hallway. You hear cricket chirps, and the more and more you guys are walking through the hallway, the louder the cricket chirps are. And as you guys continue onwards, and you see a fairly large door, the cricket sounds become very prevalent that it is coming through this door.
Okay.
So, would you guys like to walk through?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Cricket
we are going right through.
Okay. So as you guys walk through this door, you walk through this door and you pretty much open it, and this door is relatively tall, but it's pretty much like 10 foot tall. You walk through, and you see a riverway, and you see hills, and you also see a vast forest.
Hills and a forest.
And you also currently the sun is slowly going down as you notice that it's turning dusk.
How did we get outside?
Let's just try and get through. Let's just try and get through here and find the door. Probably lead to another hallway.
As you guys walk through this door, are you gonna close the door behind you? Or are you gonna keep it open?
Leave it open.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a door stop.
So you get a fairly large rock to as a door stopper, and you guys continue onwards. You guys are walking through, and you guys are just moving through like the natural scenery, and you hear the river creek as you guys are just following through the river. And the more you're walking, you notice that you hear the crickets, but you also notice that there's fairly large cobwebs on the ground, but also on the trees, and you guys are just walking through. What do you guys do?
And I'm gonna warn everyone about the cobwebs, and that these cobwebs, remember when we ran into giant spiders earlier? Something similar might still be about. And,
I'll remain vigilant.
I'm going to sort of more actively look around as we walk forward.
And as you guys are walking and moving through, you guys are moving through like the forest while being guided by the river.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately, from above, you guys see a fairly large spider amongst the trees. By the way, mind you, the trees are pretty big too. They're in terms of their thickness or their diameter, they're they're 15 feet in diameter, and they're 100 feet tall.
Shit.
Oh shit.
And let me
100 feet.
and you see a figure that resembles a spider, but then upon further inspection, you also notice it has claws. Give me a second. As you see a cricket spider mantis just preying upon you guys and looking down.
Can it be reasoned with?
Yeah, right, yeah, right, buddy. Well,
Man.
do you want to reason with it?
I mean, I'm sure he's a nice guy.
Okay, what do you say?
I'll activate our favorite cantrip. Hello!
The creature like looks at you, and it starts to lower itself using its webs, but looking at you intently.
My name is Teddy Davis. What's yours? Please, please work. Dear
And
God, please.
and immediately, this creature. By the way, what's everyone's initiatives?
Oh, God.
Passive initiative.
Yeah, passive initiative.
Mine is a 15.
Okay. What about you, Teddy?
6.
Oh, wait,
yeah, it would be
passive
a six.
perception?
No, passive initiative.
Where's that?
Initiative is or just what does it say on your initiative modifier?
O2.
Oh, okay, cool. So Pierre would or no, Teddy would go first, and then Pierre would go first, and then Natalie.
Wait, no, Teddy said. Wait.
Teddy says 16.
6.
Well,
It
it's
6
0. It was 0, 6, I mean.
oh
60.
Addison has like a -4 to dex. I have a
Wait.
+5.
wait, the fuck? That doesn't make sense because he has like an no, his initiative is 16. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it just says 6 in the deck. I was just telling you what it says.
Yeah, and Pierre would have 14 to initiative. Okay, yeah, cool. Makes sense. So as this creature lowers itself, immediately it's going to use its claws and it's gonna slash at you. Does a 9 hit you?
I'm gonna go with no.
Okay, and as it does, it's gonna try to strike at Pierre. Does a 18 hit you, Pierre?
Let me see my. Oh, that just barely hits.
As it does, it dealing. Give me a sec. All right, let's see. 9.
Mao Rich. Look at these dudes over here with an 18 hitting.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have a 27 in AC, bro.
Lamau. Okay, dealing. Wow, that's dealing 22 slashing damage.
Ouch.
As Pierre, you feel its razor sharp claw.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
And he's on a bloodied already. He's on a like from this great strike. He's done a shit. Getting hit by this strike.
And now we begin combat. Teddy, you can go first.
How close is it to me?
This creature. By the way, let me tell you it's the size of this thing. Its arms are 20 feet long, like it's like claws, and the general body of this creature is 10 foot wide, or not 10 foot wide, 10 foot long, and then 3 foot wide. As the distance, it is 10 feet. You're 10 feet away from this thing.
Wow. I'm gonna use the shotgun. The shotgun ammo, new reliable.
Okay.
I'm gonna load it with soft darts to try and aim for its eyes.
All right, roll for it. As you go and strike at this thing, dealing how many damage? It does hit.
2, 3,
As it deals in total.
27.
Yep. Fuck. Okay. As your darts just start poking at this thing and it pierces through. Natalie, not Natalie. It is now this creature's turn. So give me a sec. And it's gonna strike at Teddy. Oh wow, Teddy, you got fucking lucky. As it goes for its several swipes, luckily for you, you kind of just like start running away, and it gets out of its range as it's currently attached to the web that it came down on. However, now it just cuts the web that it came from, so now it's actually on the ground and it can move. Natalie, it is currently your turn. Or well, not Nat. Pierre.
Here.
You got it wrong like 3 times in a row now, bro. Well, whose turn it was?
Nigga, just go.
How many legs does it then have?
It has 8. It's 8-legged, or well, it's 6 legs and then 2 claws.
How big are its claw arms?
I said 20 feet.
Like how wide, not how long.
2 foot wide.
Oh. How hard would it be to break through one of those?
If you can like have a concentrated heat scorching it, maybe you can lop it off, but that's pretty hard to do. But
okay,
you could probably still try it.
Alright, well, first things first, the reals. I'm gonna try and the first thing I'm gonna try and do is my first action. I'm going to take this ball of fire in my hand and yeet it towards this thing's like where this thing's eyes are, to try and catch the attention.
Okay.
I don't have human fucking determination. Can I use a key point?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll use a key point on that advantage. And then
you successfully go for your strikes.
Yeah, basically, I had this thing of fire in my hands, right, and I have it back as I'm about to throw a baseball, and as I send it forward, these two like interlocking fire snakes come on through, scorching through this part of this thing's like face and eyes.
As this spider is now currently burning. Give me a sec. Let me. Okay. So, as the spider is like looking very agitated, Natalie, it is now. Pierre. Continue. Yeah, go.
So once I get this thing's attention, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get to like where its first claw is. I'm gonna start just with a high amount of speed and like heat enveloped in my hands. I'm gonna go for a series of attacks on its claw using my actions and bonus action. So there's still and wait, to activate the heated evasion thing, is that an action or is it a movement?
It's what?
is to activate heated evasion. Is it just an action or just a movement?
It's a movement.
Okay. And just tell me what hits, and then I'll describe it out.
So as you strike, the 19 hits, the 14 doesn't hit, the 26 hits, the 14 doesn't hit.
Okay. That's pretty much like both my hands are moving at this like rapid pace, almost like creating this sort of blur effect, which is also like yellowish all over because of the fire, I guess, right? And it starts to scorch through and burn some of like distance claw, I'm guessing. And as like I do so, I'm trying to do this to catch the thing's attention. And is its eyes on me now?
Yeah, its eyes are on you.
And now that's on me, I'm going to now that I got its attention, you see me, I start circling around this thing's claw as very slowly this little trail of heat follows behind it.
Wait, just the claw itself, or like
Well, I can't do it around the whole thing, because the whole thing's like super big, right?
Oh yeah.
It's just, like, I'm just circle walking around and ready.
Alright. Natalie, it is currently your turn.
What's the area look like?
There's earth everywhere.
I know, but like, where's everybody compared to me?
Currently, Pierre is in front of this creature. Teddy is at least 20 to 30 feet behind all of you, throwing his shots, and you're 5 feet. You're 10 feet away from Pierre.
Okay. I'm gonna get a running start towards it. And then when I'm about like 5 feet away from it, I'm gonna stomp really hard into the ground, and get basically stomp onto the ground and then create a stone pillar and shoots it and like shoot it up really high into the air.
As you jump, the ground dents inward, and just you lunge yourself with the pillar that you created. You're flying midair.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna. So once it's in the air, I'm going to kick up some like boulders from the ground and just start fucking kicking them in the air.
Okay. Roll for hits.
I'm just gonna do like 2 for now. 2.
Oh. Okay. So as you do, what do you call it? Just cause this creature is pretty much like partly about to get screwed over. All of the rocks that you chuck, just immediately it hits its head, and immediately it's just the final rock just splats its entire face and it concaves its entire face and eyes and whatnot. As this creature is now completely dead. However, you guys notice there's 10 spiders around you guys.
Uh-oh.
And with that, we're going to end off the session.
Okay.